One of the snacks that we're going to bring for camping with us on Santa Cruz Island is some granola that I'm going to make right here in the oven. Super easy. This is the recipe. This is how you do it. It's going to be a good snack that we can eat dry, or we could even bring some almond milk with us because you don't need to refrigerate that. And then it's like a cereal, which is really good, very hearty, super healthy. I think you'll like it. Check it out. Starting with 3 cups of rolled oats. 1/4 cup of raw cashews. Don't want to turn it into a powder, but you also don't want big chunks either. You want to try to get as consistent sized pieces as possible. 3/4 cup of crushed cashews. 3/4 cup of sliced almonds, raw. 1/2 cup sunflower seeds, 1/2 tablespoon of wheat germ, 1/2 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon salt. And this is by taste, so you can go more or less depending on how you feel about that. These are the dry ingredients. These go together. I'm going to give it a good mix. And then we're going to go ahead and mix the wet ingredients. 1/2 cup of maple syrup. One thing with the maple syrup is you can actually substitute it for honey if you want to get a little less sugar content but still keep the sweetness. And it might be by preference too. Maybe you like the flavor of honey better than maple syrup. Good old-fashioned way of greasing up the pan. You definitely don't want everything sticking to it. So just a little layer of butter. Or you could also use oil if you want to, olive oil. And the idea is that you want a consistent thickness of layering throughout the whole pan. 2 tablespoons of butter, and one of the tricks I've learned is I'm going to melt the butter first before I pour the maple syrup in that. I'm going to mix the two together, and then that's going to get poured over the entire batch. The butter's melted. And then we stir that together. So trying to get everything coated evenly. Everybody gets equal attention here. And then at the same time, try not to fling too much outside of my pan. And once we get it stirred in, then we'll just flatten it down back into a nice, even, consistent layer. And this goes uncovered into the oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. And I will probably open the oven and stir it maybe every 15-20 minutes or so. You don't want to stir it too much because you want to let everything bake. Make sure I get all that goodness off the spoon. And then we'll come in and stir that when this timer goes off. And we are cooking. We're going to stir it one more time. Looking good, not sticking to the bottom. Okay, 17 more minutes. All right, looks pretty good. I just let it cool down and harden. And it's good to go. And there you go, 4 granola snacks for on the go.